In my first video on fire in the cold wet woods, I started a fire using a shiitake mushroom that I had in my pack for use in a soup for lunch. This time, when I was out there, I did not have one, nor did I have access to birch bark, nor did I have access to another common go-to, which is fat wood. So I had to find an alternative. I finally did find something, and unfortunately, when I finally got it to work, I did not have the camera rolling. So I'm going to splice together the pieces of video that I shot out there with a few additions shot here at home and show you what you can do if you're caught in the woods in a cold, wet situation and you need something to start a fire using your ferrocerium rod. Thanks to gravity, when a pine tree dies, the resin tends to run downhill and store up in the stump or lower portions, or even in some of the branches connections. So I'm out looking for a good example of that to show you how it works. This is probably a great area to look. It's a pine stand, and as you can see, there are lots of blown down trees, so there are bound to be some stumps around here. Here's a good prospect. You can see several branches sticking out and all rotted around them. Chances are there's resin around the roots of those branches. So I'm going to take them back out of this damp but flammable area I'm in, and we'll see if we can shave off a few things that'll start a fire from a spark. Here are the two pieces. This is what's left of a limb. This is what's came out of the stump itself. Here's another one. This is what's left of the limb, and this part, of course, was in the stump. If you shave off the old dry and rotting wood, eventually you'll get down to a part that looks harder and shinier, and you can smell the resin in it very easily. Again, this is the leftover branch. The reason it did not rot all the way off is that the resin is still in it. And that's going to be the ticket to starting a fire. You can see it's very splashy and wet out here. This has been sitting out here for half an hour, so it's plenty wet. I'm now going to scrape a pile off this remainder of a limb that I got from the stump onto this wet tinfoil. Notice I'm scraping, I'm not shaving it or cutting it, because you want really fine pieces of wood. So scrape it, don't shave it. Okay, I have a pile here about the size of a quarter. And now let's see. It's sitting in the melted snow, and there's snow falling on it. There you have it. That's how you get fire from the remains of a pine twig and a rotten stump on a cold, wet day.